But let's quickly tell you which stocks should you be investing in or trading in. Manas Jaiswal of Technical Research Group joins in, as well as Sameet Chauhan. Morning to both of you. Manas, first to you, and if you can tell us which stocks would you be betting on?
See, my first pick is a buy call on Hindalco, because Hindalco has made a strong base near to 60 rupees. For last 1 month, stock was facing resistance near to 70, 72. But today it broke that resistance. It is trading above 50-day moving average. So possibly we may see further up move in Hindalco. It can come up to around 81. So 81 is our target. Stop loss should be 72. Second is a buy call on Biocon, because Biocon has broken the neckline of inverse head and shoulder pattern on the daily chart with higher volumes. So we may see a further up move in Biocon. It can test 505 soon. So one can buy it with a stop loss of 475. And last one is a buy call on Axis Bank, because Axis Bank is continuously taking support near to 375 for last 2 months, and this time also it took support there. It took support near to 375 and bounced back sharply. Today it broke the resistance of 400 with higher volumes. So now we may see further up move. I think Axis Bank can come up to around 435. So one can buy it with a stop loss of 395.
Sameet, morning. Tell us what stocks are looking interesting to you.
Good morning to both of you. We have all three long candidates. First one would be on RCAP. The daily chart certainly looks good after a consolidation of nearly 4 weeks around its strong support zone. The stock has managed to now give a breakout from its resistance zone of 347, 348. Thus, looking at the momentum, we expect this move to extend. We have a target of 383. It can be bought, keeping a stop loss at 327. Other buy call would be on Hindalco. Today it has given a breakout from its inverse head and shoulder pattern with a breakaway gap, which is a positive development. Thus, we expect this stock to climb towards 81. It can be bought by keeping a stop loss at 71. And our final call would be on Biocon. We have been recommending this stock since last couple of days. 470, 471 was the buying level. We anticipated this breakout to happen, and today this stock has now confirmed a breakout from its resistance zone of 475, 476 with rise in volumes. The daily as well as weekly chart structure certainly looks good. It has confirmed its high top high bottom formation on daily charts. We have an immediate target of 500, but this stock has a potential to move beyond 510, 515 also. It can be bought on any minor dip by keeping a strict stop loss at 471.
Okay, there are some recommendations coming in from Sameet. Take a look at the market as well at this point of time, and the small cap index in specific gaining a good 2.5% at this point of time. Let's flag off which are the stocks that are providing strength to this pack. It's Marksans Pharma, one of the top gainers there, and gaining a good 9, in fact close to 10%. Indian Bank is also holding out very smartly, 9.5%. It's Delta Corp as well as Allahabad Bank. Both these stocks exhibiting some good moves. 6 to 7% of gains coming in. ILNFS Transport, 6% higher. Syndicate Bank, Unitech, IFCI, all these stocks are holding out very smartly at this point of time. However, on the downside, it's just about 3 or 4 names. It's Magma FinCorp, Eros International Media, Religare Enterprises as well as Satloj. Though the losses here aren't very substantial, it's just about 1% or 0.5% kind of losses coming in for these 4 stocks. So overall, the breadth clearly seems to be positive for the markets. Let's bring on board CA Rudramurthy as well as Sameet Bagadia then with the top trading ideas and what they make of the market moves. Rudra, good morning. Tell us, what do you make of the nifty moves at this point of time? Chart patterns, what is it that's indicating? And your top trading ideas as well.
See, Nifty yesterday having run a big marathon, today again it has held its gap up move which it has done morning. 7,280 on Nifty futures is very crucial support. If we are able to hold 7,280, definitely higher levels can be seen. However, for day traders, 7,360 was my target on Nifty future, which it has already achieved. And we can see a normal day today where the lows of 7,302 can be held. Now, when it comes to stock specific calls, keeping my positive view, I have 3 buy calls. My first buy call is on Reliance Industry. Reliance Industry has broken out of 993 resistance and stock is definitely looking very positive. I see Reliance Industry heading towards levels of 1040 and keeping a stop loss of 993, one can go long. I have a second buy call on Exide Industry. Exide for last 10 to 15 trading session, it has just consolidated in the range of 125 to 130. Having broken levels of 130 today, stock definitely looks very positive. I am seeing a target of 145 on Exide Industry, keeping a stop loss of 129. One can go long on Exide. My last buy call is on Camlin Fine. This stock has a strong support at 78 levels, which it is respecting for a long time. Now, having taken support at levels of 78, stock is definitely looking very positive. Look for targets of 90 rupees on Camlin Fine, keeping a strict stop loss of 77.
Sameet Bagadia as well is on the show with us. Sameet, hi, good morning. What stocks are looking interesting to you? It's an all-buy list, I see.
Well, hi, good morning. Yes, absolutely. Looking at the markets, we have given all buy call, and markets have given a tremendous rally in past 2 to 3 days. It seems the same can continue as the markets are holding at present levels. As far as trading picks are concerned, I have selected one stock from banking space, that is IOB. IOB looks good on charts. I think it has given breakout about 24.50 levels. So purely for a trading perspective for next couple of days, till that time it's on trading about 24 levels. I think it's a buy at present levels with an immediate target of 29 levels. And if 29 is taken away, then a further extended rally can be seen till 32 levels. So I think if anyone wants to get a long position, they have to keep a stop loss of 24 rupees on IOB and can create a long for the targets of 29 and 32 levels. Well, the second pick for the day is Adani Power. Adani Power has also given a breakout on charts. After a consolidation, it has given a breakout over 28.50 levels, and presently it's quoting at around 29 levels. I think it's a good buy at present levels, and if there is a small correction till 28 levels, then Adani Power is a very good buy with a very good risk-reward ratio, as the stop loss can be placed at 27 rupees on lower side, and on higher side, I think if the rally continues, immediately we can see levels of around 34 and 36 in next 1 week to 10 days time horizon. So Adani Power is the second pick for the day, and the third pick for the day is from housing finance, that is DHFL. Well, DHFL looks good to me on charts, and from present levels we feel that DHFL can give a very good upside rally in which it can touch levels of around 190. So purely for a trading perspective, if anyone wants to create a position, can create position at CFP, that is at around 165 levels, and if there is a small correction till 160, then that would be a very good buy opportunity with a strict stop loss to be placed at 155 rupees on lower side, and on higher side immediately the stock will face resistance at around 176. And if 176 is taken away on closing basis, then a further upside rally can be seen till 190 levels. So overall, DHFL looks good on charts. One can initiate long position at CMP.
Okay, those are some stock-specific ideas coming in from Sameet Bagadia. Well, away from equities, let's shift focus to commodities space then. Manisha Gupta, commodities editor, joins in for a quick check on that space. Good morning, Manisha. Tell us what's happening.
Hi, thank you so much for that, Kamya. Well, to start with the energy space, and that has been volatile after 2% gain in the New York session yesterday, hasn't been able to hold on to that. And in the Asian markets, it's quite a flat to slightly negative trade that you are seeing coming in. Today, it's also about the US weekly inventory numbers today in the evening, and markets are factoring in yet another record high from that one, and that's proving to be bearish for the prices. But on the other side, the Russian oil minister has talked about supporting a freeze in the oil output and perhaps a need of a radical change in the oil markets, and that is what's capping too much of a loss there as well. The gold and silver prices have seen some decline coming in. The run-up in equities hasn't led to any more physical buying coming in here, so you have seen a bit of a decline onto that one. And as far as the base metal prices go, well, it's quite a mixed trade there. On one side, the data from US and China has been on the weaker side. But on the other side, you also have seen stimulus measures from China, and that perhaps has been supportive. There also are many other reports coming in about cut in the output from many mines, and that in turn also has been favorable for price gains. But let's get on Sushil Sinha from Carvey, and he joins us on the show with his strategies on all of that sector. Sushil, hi, good to have you. What's your sense now coming in for the crude oil prices at these current levels? Where do you see them headed?
Among energy segment, based on inventory, the sentiment can be built today on the downside. However, it's a little risky. For intraday perspective, we will be having a selling view at MCX 2330 is the level to be sold, where target is 2260 and stop loss can be around 2355. However, after inventory, the direction can get reversed. So we need to be a little cautious in crude oil.
Also, how are you looking at the copper prices? Because while we are off the current year lows, it really hasn't been able to make headwinds from here on. Do you see 330 and plus kind of levels coming back?
Among base metal complex, we have seen the mixed reaction in the pack, and for copper particularly due to production cut in Chile, we have seen some upward trend in copper, and we will be having again a buying view for the copper for the day. That can be about around 325 level for the target of 330, and a stop loss can be around 323. The various data which is being released, like employment numbers and all that, would be very important for the day, and we think that till evening 5 o'clock this stance can work.
With your strategy. So those are a couple of calls from Carvey on crude and copper for you to trade during the day today. With that, it's back to you guys.
Okay, Manisha, thanks very much for taking us through how the commodity space is panning out, and as well as getting those strategies, and would like to thank each of our technical guests as well for sharing those stock trading ideas with us. Let's quickly slip into a short break. On the other side, we come back with the stock game.